Generic greetings and welcome to Preview plus Distant Star Revenant Fleet. This is described as a space real-time strategy with roguelike elements set in a procedurally generated galaxy. The idea is they are the last of your nation, fleet, race, whatever, and you have to go and destroy a big thing. The big thing happens to be a space station that can blow up planets. If all of that sounds familiar, then it is pretty much FTL mixed with Star Wars. But anyway, it is something I've played about an hour and a little bit so far, so it's definitely only a first impressions, but I thought I'd show you a little bit of it. I'm going to go to new game because my previous save is, I'm pretty much dead. I only have 2 ships, so blah 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 story, we'll skip all that. As I said, don't really need to sort of go through all that one. So, battle alert, your Akari Warfleet has been dispatched to intercept the Erebus platform. That's the planet-cracking space station I mentioned. An Orthani, that's the one. Orthani superweapon capable of destroying planets. Part of the way through the journey, your war leader signals an immediate drop out of hyperspace. Defend yourself, so we can say let's battle or we can skip this. I'm going to say let's fight the battle, which is recommended. I believe this is basically the tutorial type thing. The tutorial is extremely basic and, if I'm honest, not entirely adequate, I think. Anyway, I'm just going to pause it for a second. So, as you can see, I basically got jumped on. So I have one ship there. That is my ship there. And I have to verse all of these other ones around here. So, quick run down the UI. Top left, we have our money and our supplies. Don't know why I put them there because you can't really spend them at this point anyway. Top right, we have our objectives. So, survive the battle, which is alright. Danger level, obviously the higher, higher it goes, the more danger is about. Bottom left, we have our mini-map as well as what mode we're in. So, currently tactical mode. And obviously we can go into sort of that. Well, that's tactical mode, basically the paused mode, and then when we're not paused, it's it's non-tactical mode, whatever that one we're called, real-time mode, I guess. We've got a couple of buttons for selecting different things, so select all shapes, things like that. You can left-click in the center to select ships, and then you can right-click to issue orders. Because it's in sort of turn-based mode, or not turn-based, but because it's in this pause mode, you can actually see where the stuff's going to be ordered. So I can say attack that, and you get this little line saying it's going to attack that one. Fairly self-explanatory. On the bottom, we have our ships. So there's my ship there, the Izu. It's got 240 shields out of 240 shields, and same as the hull, 160 hull of a maximum of 160. We have a couple of weapons which you can turn to auto fire. Well, they're already automatically on auto fire. There's basically some missiles, burst cannon 1, and some strike missiles. There we go. And we have an ability as well, which is tactical advantage. So we need to just destroy all of these. So I'm going to unpause it, and then I'm going to start legging it away. Actually, now that I think about it, that one isn't an enemy fleet, enemy ship. That's a friendly one. Good grief, we're getting swarmed here. What I need to do is take out the, probably take out the little ones first. I'm going to charge over here. God, it's already a bit chaotic. And activate one of my abilities, which is tactical advantage. Basically, I gain some bonus to damage. There we go, and we can hear the massive drums in the background, which sounds like some guy absolutely beating his face over it. Very Battlestar-y, but with even more bass. They said, should we drop the bass? Yeah, we're going to drop the bass, and then they dropped all of the bass. Right, so I'm going to keep moving. There's some sort of ability happening here. What's that one there? Danger, attack damage from enemy drones increase. So yeah, I'm not going to sit in that, am I? So I'm just going to sit still and take a pounding. There's, I believe there is an advantage to sitting still. I think you take less damage, but sometimes if you move, then that is quite good as well, because there's a lot of missiles that are not really tracked, so they will fire. And if you keep circling them like that, you will obviously have a bit of an advantage because, well, you're not going to get hit off them as much. Right, so there's a lot of things around here. Oh, that doesn't sound good. That is a tactical ship by the look of it. Or is it a tech ship? I think it's a tech ship. Yeah, that's a tech ship, and as you can see, it you might not have seen it, but there was like a big cloud of dust there. That is one of its abilities. It makes like a sort of weird electrical storm cloud thing in space, and you don't want to be anywhere near it. So I'm getting attacked by all of these fighters and stuff. It does actually look quite good. I do like the look of it. And that you can see, you can actually obscure. Oh, don't sit in that stuff there. That's bad. Let me activate this ability. You can actually see there's like, that's where the main source of light is, and you can obscure it with ships and parts. So I can do that, for example. You got this weird sort of J.J. Abrams lens flare going on. Obviously, J.J. Abrams didn't invent the lens flare. He just put it on everything to do with everything to do with Star Trek. Right, so this is a fairly big ship here. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to park next to it and blatter away. I don't think there's any advantages from attacking one side rather than the other. I think it's just, you target an area. So there we go. I'm blattering away there, and there's bits of their ship falling off. There we go, that's all good. And you actually see through the ship. I didn't see that before. Look at that. Actually see through their ship. That's pretty good. My shields are holding, but I am getting hit. So if I'm gonna keep moving actually, because you'll be able to see, yeah, like their missiles are not actually hitting. So there might be an advantage to moving over, not moving here. Although my shields have dropped. Once they drop, they have 30 seconds to recharge. So I'm just gonna leg it. I'll let someone else do the donkey work, to be honest with you. Run away, run away, run away. Right, come on. There we go, they're being recharged now. You can have ships that actually give you abilities and recharge. I'm just going to activate my ability, which is causing more damage, and then I'm just going to park right in front of him and pull the trigger. As you can see, his shields are going right down, and bam. There we go. His ship exploderated, which is good. We like them exploderating. Okay, objective achieved. The battle is over. So, if there was more than one objective, obviously it would say, continue on. There's our ship there. That's a battle report. I'm just going to... that's the overall tutorial thing. What would happen is, if you had, say, 2 or 3 ships, and one of them gets hit, and then... I was going to say destroyed. It's not actually destroyed. Basically, if it gets disabled, they could get overall critical hits. So... you know, the weapons have been damaged or whatever, so you want to repair them. So, casualty rating, massacre. It was an ambush. You've been betrayed by your war leader, one of your closest friends, and are one of the few Akari to survive the massacre. That's not good. Now up to you to lead the Akari to victory. Fight your way across the galaxy and destroy the Erebus platform before the Orthani use it to annihilate your homeworld, Eos. And they secure the sacred Ark forever. The Ark is some weird alien artifact that's, yeah, we don't know what it is. Salvage what you can from the wreckage. So... we can basically buy a couple of ships and attachments. So that's my fleet in the center. There's my generic units of currency. Credits! Yeah, it's generic credits. And we also have our supplies. Basically, every time we jump, we use a supply. So, there's my ship in the center. You can see what weapons it's equipped with. So we've got a burst cannon. And yeah, it's pretty funky. We've got a... strike missile, and we've got an ability of the tactical advantage, which I was using previously. There's also a couple of lock slots here. We've got some ships on the left, so we got the Lancer, we got the Tech, we got the Pulsar, and we got the gunship. So what shall I get? Well, I did get the Pulsar. I think I got the Pulsar, yeah. I got the Pulsar before, which is quite good, but it is expensive. So what I'm going to do instead, I think... what shall I do? Gunship deals moderate sustained damage to enemies, but has greater survivability than the burst damage counterparts. Lancer specializes in long-range bursts of high damage. It can be extremely dangerous when left unchallenged. The Tech is Tech specialist controlling battlefield, creating target storms which have negative effect. That's pretty good, but that costs almost 20 grand, which means I can only get the one. I'm going to buy... I think I'm going to buy a gunship, and it will cost me 11,000 credits. I'll say don't show that message again. Okay, fine. So we've bought a gunship. Fantastic. I've got 18 grand remaining, so I can't really get another one. What I could do, though, is get an ability. So I can go to attachments, and I can get myself some abilities. So that's an empty system socket. You can see there's different shapes on there. One very easy to understand. I think I will give it a tactical overcharge, because that is pretty good. So we'll get that, and we'll put it on that bit there. We could also say get some fortified shielding, which is 2 grand, and that will increase my shielding on a ship, which I could put on that one there. Instead, however, I'm going to probably get a Lancer, because I think it's probably a good idea. And what do we want to go for? Can we move these abilities around? I don't think we can. Shame. I think we'll go for fortified shielding. Don't want to change this one there. That's a fusion lance, which is pretty good. Deals massive damage. Okay, good. Don't think we can shift this stuff around. Shame. Let's get myself some fortified shielding on my main ship. There we are. And I think that will be about it. I don't think there's anything else I can really get. No, that's about it. And you can rename your ships as well, so you can go for generic. We'll call it generic space vessel 1. And generic space vessel 2. And generic space vessel 3. There we go. We can't change the class of ship, obviously. Right, fantastic. So we've got 6,000 left. We can't buy any of the ships, and we're going to call it a day. Okay. So, click the jump button at the top, and we need to go to the sector screen, and then we can jump to different areas. So, there you go. All this is randomly generated. I don't know what the hell that is. The system ID has obviously been translated from the original Orthanian. Orthanian, maybe. Yeah, 100088 at $. Yeah, okay. So we're on here on the left-hand side, and then we have to travel basically to the exit there. We can also view the galaxy, which, as you can see, yeah. If you're thinking FTL, then you're correct, basically. That's what I see when I look at this. I go, oh, that's very FTL-ish, but there's no harm in that. No harm in that. Right, so we need to jump to a location. I'm going to go to, I think, that one there, because then that gives us options to go everywhere. So we'll click on that one there. We have no idea what we're going to encounter because it doesn't tell us. Sometimes it will have a little wording, say, or in like a space station or something, and you have a rough idea what you're going to find. So, the Akarai Junhun contacts you on an emergency channel. Be warned, war leader, we have been tracking the Orthani war party that is heading in a direct intercept course in your current location. You'll be advised to jump away from the system. Okay. Acknowledged or acknowledged? My Jahun. I don't know what the difference is. I'll say that one. Too late. Your proximity lines begin to clamor. They're here. You cut the feed. All hands to battle stations. So basically I went, okay. And then we're going into combat anyway. Don't really know if there was any other option to that one. But anyway, let's see what we can do. So we're going to have to fight. So kill all enemies is the objective. So far, as I said, it is only your first impressions through and through this one. I've only played about an hour and a bit, but it seems that pretty much every mission is yeah, just yeah. You're gonna have to. Oh my good grief, there's ships down here. Right. Oh my good grief, I've just been absolutely hammered there. Right, just start firing, please. Fire the beam, and there we go. Oh my good grief, my main ship is going down. Ah, what the hell? Okay, I've almost been destroyed. Let's just run away. Yeah, all the objectives always seem to be destroy enemy ship. It always seems to be destroy enemy ship. Right, let's just target them here. I really need to survive another 10 more seconds because otherwise my ship is going to go down. And that's not going to be good. Let's just target them there. Activate some abilities. Activate big honking space laser. And my other ship's got some shields, so we're going to move it in now and see what we can do. So, big honking space laser. Fusion lance. We need to activate fusion lance. And fusion lance is Q. Fire it at that one there. And boom! There we go. Okay. So the generic space vessel 2 has been disabled. So there's only one left. So we need to keep firing away here. Press Q. Fire. 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 Fire the bloody... Fire the cannon. There we go. And looks like I am able to defeat this one. Am I going to be able to defeat this one? I think we're doing okay. Yeah, I mean, I've got how much health? 0 of 16. Okay, that says 0. That officially says 0 there. So I should be dead. I'm not going to argue with it. I'm just going to say fine. Right, so we are now out of combat, but I think there are some more enemies up the top right. This is bad because obviously I've got a disabled ship. Now, because we're out of combat, I can, if I want to, just say phase warp, save, and exit. There doesn't seem to be any way to leave. This just might be me not understanding it or anything like that, but yeah, so far there's no way, for me, as far as I can tell, to jump out of a system early. You can, if you're in middle combat, say phase warp and exit. In fact, if I do that now, it will move me out, but I don't know why it exits the thing. There's no just like a button to say jump out or spool up the drives or whatever. Oh my good grief. Right, so here we go. More combat, more fighting. Let me just kill that ship there, because I think the other one's gone. Yeah, I think I'm alright here. I really did get hit really hard early on. Let's just activate this ability. It's actually Q, but you can't just use Q. You have to click on the ship and then press Q. Why have them separate? I don't know. Anyway, I am managing to destroy them here. I think we're going to be alright. Come on, fire, fire, fire. It does look very good. I do like the way the missiles just slam into it and all the bits of debris are left. There we go, there's that ship destroyed. So all I need to do really is wait for my shields to recharge. Now that we're out of combat, it doesn't really matter. So objective achieved, you've destroyed Orthani vessels. That's fantastic. So we've had this ship disabled with no new criticals, which is good. You can gain criticals, but we haven't got any. Okay, so your crew made short work of the Orthani war party. Not really. Hopefully the next warning from your Jahun will arrive in more timely fashion. Yes, and we've gained 2,583 generic units of currency and one little space box. One space cube. Yeah, you go, jump. Wish we could do that earlier when I go, Bill, run away. But we're going to have to run away now. So, Where do you want to go next? Well, that's a Nana forward base. This flight base coordinates most of the Akari military action in the sector. They also maintain large stores of attachments. So if I go there, I might get a little bonus. So I don't think I'm going to go there. I really want to go to another sector first and have a bit of a scout out. So you arrive to find a cluster of Orthani-controlled space stations. A range of essential supplies are stored here, ready for transport to the front line. Stations like this are the lifeblood of the Orthani war machine. So I can order the fleet to attack, hail the stations, demand immediate surrender, in order to gain supplies, pretend to be a defector, and order the fleet to steer clear of the stations. I have no idea what effects these applies. What effects is applied to these sort of results. So I don't know if I say surrender, if I have a tech ship, for example, I get a bonus. I did do a mission earlier where I had to hack through some defenses of a station to I think it was just to overload some weapon systems, some like advanced weaponry or something like that. And I managed to hack into it, and it says, oh, you managed to hack in and stuff. I don't know whether a tech ship improves that or not. It doesn't tell me at all, so I have no idea. I'm just going to say, hail the station, demand immediate surrender. You open a Visicom to link the station commander. She stares at you with unbridled hatred. So I carry Jill. Too many words. Basically, surrender, or this day you die. Indicate the size of your fleet. Surrender. I could say indicate the size of my fleet, which would probably be bad because then they'd only realise I've only got 3 ships. I'm going to say surrender. She leans and screams down the feed. Those are the last words you will ever speak. Yeah, so I'm guessing I now have to capture the space stations. Yes, and it'll probably say destroy all. Yeah, capture all enemies. Sorry, disable all of it. Was it? Oh no, capture station A, B, and C and kill all enemies. So here we go. I need to move that ship out because it's getting absolutely rinsed by the fleet that was there. Oh, the ability was there. Right, so I'm just going to move some ships in here. Keep them moving forward. Keep firing my main guns. I think I'll be alright, I think I'll be okay. I just need to keep an eye on it because all that sort of storm thing, you need to keep out of it. But I think this fusion lance will make short work of that ship. So here we go. Yeah, it really does. There we go. I don't know if there's... Good grief. Oh, look at that. That's nice. That's some nice sort of space dust and that. That is very nice. Not a nebula, just space debris and stuff. All the maps seem to have this debris around the place. Don't know why. Just how it is. Yeah, I don't know if there's advantages for getting different ships or the others. I don't know if different ships give you bonuses to the talky bits or the pre-combat stuff. I have no idea. As I said, the tutorial is a bit inadequate, if I'm honest with you. Or at least, my opinion. Although all this is my opinion, so I shouldn't really have to say that. Anyway, I'm heading towards that diamond there, which should be Ann Space Station. Oh, look at that. That looks pretty good. As the sun comes around, we get this nice little... some nice little effect. I don't know what it is. We need to capture this thing. So we need to just go into proximity. It's like any capture point. Drive into it, and we will capture it. So far, we've done alright. And captured. There we go. So we've captured C. Don't know if this can be taken back. I assume not. But either way, we're going to head around here. So over there, and we're going to go for this one. I assume that we're going to meet. Yes, we're going to meet some ships. Of course, we're going to meet some ships. So activate some abilities. Fire a big lance thing, and I'm going to have to move out of that area there as well. So gonna have to keep an eye on the damage I'm taking. There's a lot of damage, so get that thing out. That was actually the wrong ship. We need to bring it right back. Run away! Run away! Get closer. Doesn't look like they want this ship at the back to survive, and I can sort of understand it, so I'm just gonna leg it. I'm just gonna make it run away. Actually, I'm gonna put a big lance shot into it. There we go, and it's almost dead. Surely it's gonna die any second. There we go. Fantastic. I've just got shields back. That's all good. Sweet. So, I mean, there is, it's not just a case of you swarm at the enemy or anything like that. There's, some tactics involved. Don't know how deep it is because, as I said, I've only played a little bit so far. But I know you can get abilities on some of your, like, sort of support ships. And, like, one of them was heal up shields and things like that. So, yeah. Oh, there's a ship coming right at the back. Naughty, naughty. Where'd you come from? Yeah, I guess this is going to be a fairly easy fight since I fired that massive energy lance of doom. It is the cannon in the end times, that thing. And there we go. We're now out of combat again. Excellent. So hopefully that'll be the last little wave thing there, and we'll activate engines and we'll go forward. So hopefully that'll be the last enemy for this station. I assume so. It looks like the stations aren't shooting me, which is always a good thing. You would think that they would, although maybe they don't have the defenses. Looks like a sort of solar sail, that thing. Right. So capturing that. Job done. So only need to capture one more station and then kill the rest of the enemies. I'm gonna get that ship to cut point. For some reason, a lot of these ships already have damage, and I don't know why. I mean, I'm not gonna argue. I'm just going to roll with it and say, yeah, fine. That's actually good. I'm glad they have damage. Let's fire against that thing. I don't like them. Don't like them gunships. They're really, really bad. Take the gunships out. Actually, the Lancer at the back is probably even more of a worry, because it can seriously kick my ass if it wants to. In fact, it is pretty much doing that right now, although I think I've got it. There we go. There's some nice missiles going in. Job done. Yeah, my Lancer at the back is really, really good. I'm going to buy more of them when I can. I haven't really had an opportunity to buy other ships when I've been playing previously. I don't know if you can salvage other ships or anything like that, but good grief, that's proximity mine. They're mines, them. They are actually, yeah, they're mine. That's a minefield. Which, when you really in a 2D game, a space minefield looks sort of sensible, but in actual 3D space, a minefield is silly. Unless you're obviously watching what is that film with Tim Allen in it? I want to say Galaxy Trucker, but that's one of my favorite board games. Oh, that's gonna do me. That's gonna do me in now. Oh god, there's a film with it's actually probably getting on a bit now. But with Tim Allen and Sigourney Weaver and a couple of others in it. Galaxy Quest? Is it Galaxy? I think it might be Galaxy Quest. And there's a space minefield. And they drive the ship through it. Will you stop trying to hit every single one? Anyway, let's go to this forward base. So, we're sort of... I don't know if we're doing alright or not. It's certainly not as far as I've got. I have actually got to the other end. Oh, it looks like we can rearm and repair some ships. We can't buy some ships. There's an other tab. Critical repair. Got no criticals, so that's good. So we can buy some stuff here. We've got an auto cannon reloader. That sounds pretty funky. Increases weapon rate of fire. Of cannon type. Well, that isn't cannon type. That's a shame. What else can we get? Automated repair bots only available for assault, dreadnought, lancer, and rogue and gunship vessels. What else can we have? There's a heavy cannon too. Ooh, high-powered rounds that do heavy damage. Ooh, that sounds funky. Experimental auto lance. That sounds even better. A slow-firing automatic lance that deals moderate damage. Less than the target lances, but more damage than automatic beams. So it's similar to that, but, not at the same time. Disengage. Force all enemy ships in the area to ignore you with their automatic weapons. That's pretty funky. Lots of stuff here. Advanced Lancers 3. Increases the damage of one lance-type weapon only available for Lancer ships. Install! It's going on there. No, install there, because that's an awesome thing. That's pretty funky, right? Yeah. I also fancy this heavy cannon too. What else can we get? I'm looking down for price. See which is the most expensive. Spider missiles. Barrage of weaker missiles only available. Weaker missiles? I don't want weaker missiles. I want stronger missiles. That's a multi-beam. So there's a lot of stuff in it, obviously. There's a lot of stuff here. I'm going to install this heavy cannon on my main ship. Yeah. Install that there. There we go. Heavy cannon 2. Nice. What else can we get? Auto repair bots. Just says repeals hull over time, but only my hull, I'm guessing. Auto cannon reloader. I'm going to install that. And instead of tanking this ship, increase the rate of fire on cannon type weapons, so it's just going to fire that cannon like a lot. I'm going to have a lot of firepower kicking out with that thing. What else can we get? Don't really want auto lance, don't really want disengage. Spider missiles 3. See, it doesn't tell me any specifics like damage and such, which is, I don't know, sometimes it's good to hide that stuff. In this case, I would prefer it to tell me. But, you know what, I'm just going to install it anyway. There we go. We're just tanking that thing up. And I think we'll call that a day. We'll click OK, and we'll jump to, hopefully, a location where we can have a bit of a fight, because I want to test this thing out. Let's go... That's a trade consortium. I'm going to go up there to the unknown sector and see what we can find. So we're jumping in, and the Akari health stations here at high alert. The stations are trading depots, previously snatched from the Orthani. Now the enemy is returned to take them back. In heavy numbers, stations are already lost, but the brave Akari who took them don't need to die in the process. Defend the retreating Akari. Tell the Orthani to stand down. Put the fleet in the way of the Orthani host and wait. I'm going to tell them to... Stand down? I'll give him a chance. Tell him to stand down. Yeah, the Orthani commander who responds is surrounded by little mechanical toys. What? Who is... What? Who is this who... What? Designs to stand in my way? What's he on about? Why is he playing with mechanical toys? We're not your toys to be played with. You should leave. He avoids... What? He avoids your eyes, absently playing with a mechanical soldier. Perhaps there is more fun to be had elsewhere. Shortly after the fleet leaves. That is really weird. We've just gained some money and we've... Okay, that is officially a bit weird, right? Some commander playing with toys and we've told him to go away and he's like, oh, okay. Right, let's just go to this location. We'll make sure now that we have a fight. So... red light winks on the console, and your Junha makes contact. Oh yeah, the same one that told me about the thing last time and it didn't work out. Yeah, greetings, War Leader. Analysis report that a 0.72% chance of success for this mission, something that you should obviously be trying to improve on. Thank you for this information. Blah blah blah. Destroy all the vessels. Fine. So, I do want to get a bit of a tactical advantage by moving my ship. These two ships closer and sort of scout out either side to see where they're going to be. There they are. Oh my good grief, turn the hell around, run away. Alright, so fire my Lance of Doom. There we go, Lance of the End Times goes in and it's doing a lot of damage. And there's my missiles. Whoa, their missiles are fairly funky. They're doing a lot of damage. I'll tell you what, that guy really is hitting me. Summit fierce, isn't he? And I think we can safely say that I'm hitting him back. I don't know how much damage I'm causing because, as I said, it doesn't really say. But either way, I'm pounding that ship. That ship is really getting done in. There we go. Apparently, a 0.72% chance. I think that information officer is ready to get the sack. Oh, we've got some ships coming from either side. Oh, looks like you can shoot through that thing. All right, that's an interesting one. As for the actual tactics and stuff, there is some, I don't really want to speak too much on it because, as I said, it's only first impressions, but from what I can tell, missiles, like, they will just go straight to their target. I don't think friendly ships can, like, block the missiles or anything like that. I haven't really seen it happen. Let me just get out of that there because that is really starting to hurt. I think I'm going to lose my main ship here, aren't I? Let's try and run away behind this, but, oh, there's nothing to really hide behind, is there? Let's fire a big death lance at that thing there. And fire. There we go. I'm actually pulling right back here because this is not going so well. Just pull right back. Get out of that because there's drones after me and such. I do like that the cannons are shooting at the drones. That's pretty funky. Right. If we can finish this off. Yeah, there we go. And that one there. Actually, I think I'm going to lose that ship. My gunship's going to go down by the look of it. If I can run it away, I'll try and run it away. Two seconds until the shields go back up. Yeah, the shields are back up, so we'll spin back around. And then we'll target that one. Generic Space Forces 2 was disabled. That's not good. Right. So I don't know what I can do. Why does it sound like the Protoss? It's very Protoss-y. Oh, good grief, I just cut that ship in two there. Right. I think we might be able to take this guy out here. I think we might just have this as a win. Or this fight, rather. Don't know about the next one, though, because this is getting a bit hairy. There we go. That isn't destroy all enemies, and I have lost a ship, so don't know what I'm going to do there. I think I am going to leave it there. I think you get what the gameplay is like. I don't really, like I said, want to give her I can't really speak too much about because it is on your first impressions. From what I've played, it seems alright, but I don't think it's quite there yet. I actually think that it needs a bit more brasso putting on it and just give a bit of polish on there. Whoa, good grief, my disabled ship is actually getting hit a bit more. Yeah, I actually think it is a little difficult in places. I do think it may be even a bit too difficult in places. I don't know whether that's my impressions after only playing it. Well, it is my impressions after playing you know, an hour and a half of it. But the tutorial doesn't really tell you much, and I do think it is. Oh, we've managed to destroy them all. I do think it might be a little bit too difficult in places. But I really like the concept. I love the, you know, the actual randomness, not the randomness, but like the sort of roguelike element where you can go different areas and you don't know what's going to be, and the fact that the universe is procedurally generated. And I like getting the ships and I like equipping them with different things, but bit more polish is required, I think. I don't know. I think this was an early access title and it has just been released from early access. And I know on the Steam forums, they are, on the Steam discussion page, they are talking about, you know, what they're planning on doing, and, you know, actually responding to people, and they're still working on this. So, you know, it is still a work in progress by the look of it. But I think it's, you know, it seems playable for sure, and it seems quite fun. But yeah, something to look out for, I think. Something to keep an eye on, maybe. Question to ask myself: would I be upset if I bought it? Probably not. I don't think so. But as I said, I only played about an hour and a half. So, but I've sort of enjoyed that hour and a half, apart from the very first time I played it, in which case I actually got destroyed on the very first level, sort of tutorial-y thing, because I didn't have a clue what I was doing, because, as I said, the tutorial wasn't overly great. But, yeah, I think it's alright. It seems alright. Like I said, would like a little bit more spit and polish on it before I look at it again, but, yeah, making fleets and driving them around, really good concept, and, yeah, it seems alright. It seems alright. Anyway, links are in the description so you can check it out yourself. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.